A very good morning to all. Welcome to science class. In the previous lectures, we have studied the different types of changes. Now, in relation to that, we will continue the changes. Before that, let me ask you something. Now, what comes after the daytime? Think. You get night. Correct. What is the next stage after sunrise? Can you think about it? What comes is the sunset. What comes after a high tide in the sea? Think. Yes, low tide. Here we find that the changes occur again and again after a definite interval of time. Now you can see that when we talk about day and night, this day and night or even low tide and high tide, all these come in a definite time interval. There is a period in which it is being repeated. Now another example, that suppose Monday comes after every 6 days. So this change is repeated. Such changes are called periodic change. Like when you people were attending the school. Now every period there was a change after 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes there was a change, and such changes are called as periodic changes. So periodic changes are those changes which take place after a regular time interval. A bird sitting on a tree flies away. Flooding. A meteor streaking across the sky. Now here it cannot be said for sure when the changes will reoccur after one occurrence. So such type of changes are called as non-periodic. That means their time interval is not definite. It can be of any time period, all of a sudden it can happen. So what changes we have learnt is periodic and non-periodic. Periodic changes like after every 11 months, the 12th month, then there is a new year. Every year there are 12 months. So after a definite time period of 12 months, you will get a new year. So it is a periodic change. Non-periodic change is like suppose you have an earthquake. Next, when it is going to take place, it cannot be known. I hope I am clear with periodic and non-periodic. As we have studied about periodic and non-periodic change, let us now study in detail and daily life examples related to them. Which type of change is the change of seasons from summer to rains to winter? Now you see every 4 months there is a change in the climate. So this change is periodic. So it is called as a periodic change. The change of climate takes place after a definite time interval. So such type of change is called as a periodic change. Now which hands of a clock show periodic changes from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and how many times? You can see that from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. the second hand of the clock, the minute hand, shows a periodic motion 12 times, whereas the second hand shows this type of motion 720 times. So this is what is a periodic motion. As we have seen periodic and non-periodic changes, now we further go to more changes. Now look into the picture and see. Ripening of a fruit, magnet attracting the iron filings, formation of bud into a flower, and the glass water. Now from these you can see that separation of powder and iron filing as well as conversion of ice into water are temporary changes. Now, what are temporary changes? Those changes which create an effect just for the time being, but then later on they get back to their original way. The other examples, that is ripening of a fruit and the conversion of bud into a flower, these changes are permanent. That means that once the fruit has ripened, it cannot be converted into a raw one. In which of the changes did the original matter undergo a change? You can see that the ripening of the raw fruit and the conversion of bud into flower, these changes, the original matter had already changed. In which did the original matter remain unchanged? The iron filings attracted the magnet, and then it was a temporary effect. The conversion of ice into water, it was a temporary effect. The original matter remains unchanged in conversion of ice into water and flowering of a bud. In which of the changes was a new substance with a new property formed? Now, in some of the above examples of changes, the property of the original substance remains the same. That is, their composition remains unchanged. What I mean to say is, the original matter remains as it is, and the substance which creates a permanent change, new substance is formed. Now, for physical, no new substance is formed. For example, ice into water. So, such a change is called as a physical change. The change due to which one substance is transformed into another substance having new and different properties is called a chemical change. So, physical and chemical change, these are the two important changes. Now, ripening of a fruit, the taste of the raw fruit and the ripened fruit totally differs, and the original, that is the raw fruit, cannot be reversed back. So hence ripening of a fruit is a chemical change. Thank you.